Hi, welcome back to the Lifestyle Lab podcast. I'm Bri.
And I'm Sandra.
And we're so excited you're back with us again. Just a recap from last week. Sandra, have you been getting any Christmas cards?
I actually have been getting some holiday cards. I'm not on anyone's naughty list, so that's good.
Good.
But yes, enjoying some nice Christmas cards and holiday cards. No one's given me any lowdown on their year.
No dirty details.
No dirty details, but definitely enjoying receiving holiday cards.
Good. I still don't have an elf on the shelf, and I see all kinds of videos that just enforce the belief that I will never do elf on the shelf. But if you do it, more power to you. Go moms, like you do you. So this week we're going to kind of pivot from Christmas and talk about something that we care about year round, and that's super important for us as women. We're going to talk about bedrooms and keeping bedrooms nice and cozy. Are there any initial thoughts you have on a cozy bedroom?
Yeah. So when we were talking before we started, I mean, I've always wanted a cozy space, but never had the ability to put a whole cozy space together. But I would say that most of my ideas have come from staying at luxury properties where you really are kind of enveloped, or I guess, what's the
Surrounded
word? Surrounded by just pure luxury. So from the sheets to the duvet to the goose down comforter to just the lighting. I remember staying at the Montage in Laguna Beach, and that ruined me for life because I went home to my bedroom and I was like, oh my gosh, first I had like the most amazing sleep. The comforter and the sheets, everything was just so luxurious that I was like always telling myself someday I will, because I was much younger. This is years and years ago, but I always had told myself I want to replicate that room and that feeling. So fast forward now all these years, I do have that bedroom and I love it. I love going home at night and just kind of sleeping in my bed and feeling that sense of luxury. And so I think the reason for this today's podcast is really about how do you achieve that sanctuary and that sense of luxury in your bedroom? Because we all live, well, I shouldn't say all of us, but most of us have stressful lives and have work or kids or just things going on in their life that, they need to escape from. And the bedroom should be your ultimate sanctuary, if at all you can make it.
Sure.
So we're just going to talk about today what we feel is going to be a good way for you to create that space on your own. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can be something that you can definitely do at all price points as long as it feels and looks luxurious.
Yeah.
I think that's really what counts the most. So
yeah, I was just going to say that, like, we don't want to come to this from a place of privilege,
right?
Because you really can create a super cozy space on a budget, whatever that budget may be. Because it's all about kind of the things you bring in that make you comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say first and foremost, declutter. Like if you can declutter your space, that would be the first step to getting your room feeling like it's more of a sanctuary and less of a storage room.
Yes.
I mean, I years before I got into design, I was in real estate and still am, but I've been in a lot of people's homes and bedrooms where you can see they've used their home for their bedroom, I'm sorry, I should say, for a wrapping station, like now and during the holidays, or they use it as an extra storage room or laundry room, or their desk is set up there as an office. But that doesn't create a sense of peace and calm when you go into your room and you've got other chaos happening there. So I would say the first step would be to declutter.
Yeah.
Just put things away, clear your nightstand, just have important things on your nightstand that you need to get to. Yeah. But don't have like 10 years worth of books that you're not reading stacked on it.
And what they say is true. Clutter on the outside definitely clutters your inside too. Like your brain just kind of goes into fast mode when you see stuff all around you.
Yeah.
I had that same experience. I had a client just the other day that said she needed a place in her primary bathroom for folding clothes. And I said, why do you need a space in your bathroom for folding clothes? And she said, it's just what I always do. And I said, well, we're going to get you out of that habit, because then your kind of refuge becomes a place of work. Right. And we don't want our place of refuge to be a place of work. You want your brain to step into it and settle down.
Yeah, I agree. So is your nightstand messy or is it clean?
No, mine is spotless, truly. I actually have one book on there that I mean to read. It's been on there, I want to say, for 3 months, and I haven't opened it yet. Yeah. But it's there, only one book, and my lamp and my phone charger, and that's it. Yeah. I don't even have drawers, because I kind of have the theory that it's like a bigger purse. Like The bigger the nightstand, the more drawers I have, the more storage availability I have, the more I can fill it. So I have a glass kind of shelved nightstand. It just has room for a lamp and a charger.
Oh, nice. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say my drawers, I know I've got stuff in it that I probably need to get to that have been there for a while. But on top of my nightstand, same thing, charger. I do have some crystals that I love. And then I've got I love my lamp. Everything kind of goes together nicely on that nightstand. But other than that, it's not cluttered. It's not a huge nightstand that I can clutter it up with. So
no, and I declutter Ryan's too. I'll go around to the other side of the bed and anything that's on his comes off.
That's good.
And he has his charger and his lamp, and I kind of dictate what our space is going to be like.
Yeah.
I also think that he'll just start stacking it, and I truly do think it's in his best interest to let me do that.
Right.
So I take it upon myself to do it, because if his stuff is messy, my brain will be messy too.
Oh yeah. No, I think declutter is number one. Number two would be definitely invest in a good mattress. And I mean, we had this conversation a few times too, that you don't have to have a super expensive mattress to have a comfortable night's
anymore.
Sleep. I think there's so many options now, those bed in a box ones. There's organically made mattresses now that you can get that are really comfortable. But definitely read the reviews, make sure that you talk to your friends, find out what mattress they have, and just don't sleep on a mattress for 20 years and not replace it.
No.
Take that first step in investing in a good night's sleep by having a decent, or not decent, but good mattress to sleep on, I would say.
Yeah. The foam mattress, I've been on a foam mattress for like 10 years. And different foam mattresses over that time, but I've been happy. My body's been happy on a foam mattress.
That's good. Yeah. No, I love my mattress too. I've slept on mattresses that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. And then once you have a good night's sleep on a nice mattress that you're comfortable in, makes a huge difference. So yeah, start with that. And then next, I would say bedding. So here at the Lifestyle Lab, we do curate some beautiful bedding. We've got it on our website as well. I would say bedding is so important next to having a great mattress for a good night's sleep. I would stick with something with Egyptian cotton that's got a 600 plus thread count. I would look also at, you could do flannel sheets during the winter, or if you live in a cold place, to switch out the sheets during the year when it's cold. I love a flannel bed. And like if I'm, in a cabin or a cabin or someplace where it's snowing and you sleep with the doors or windows open, like I do sometimes, because I'm the one that likes to sleep with it being cold and then snuggle under the blankets. But yeah, so flannel sheets. I would say I have a silky pillowcase I love. I just feel like it helps waking up and feeling refreshed. And I love my sheets too. I think right now we've got so many great sheets. There's bamboo sheets. There's the amazing cotton and Egyptian cotton sheets you can get. So again, we'll point you to the blog and to the website so that you can take a look at what we think is amazing and have placed on our website for you, and all price points again. Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about before was pets on the bed.
Oh yeah.
So I have a newfound kind of appreciation for no dogs on the bed. I'm going to preface this by saying whatever you choose and what makes you comfortable, that's on you. I used to sleep with my dogs in my bed. Since I've moved, I decided that I wanted less dog hair in my bed. Right. And so I have relegated my favorite dog to, I have a Chesterfield at the base of my bed. Aww. And he has a little like boucle. So it still looks cute in my room, right? A little boucle folded blanket on it. And now he knows he learned quickly. And he just stands with his little paws at the end and looks at us on our bed. But he knows the bed is our space, so he doesn't come close. He just stands on the couch and looks at us. And I'll tell you, like I was resistant to it at first because I loved snuggling my dogs on our bed, but not having the dog hair. Oh yeah. Is another level of cleanliness that I've grown to really appreciate. So it was a single woman thing that I kind of shed. And along with it, shed having to wake up and change my clothes immediately. Oh yeah. I know people will say they have anti-shed dogs or non-shedding dogs, whatever they're called. They all kind of shed. And so, if you have a dog like that, then fantastic. You get the best of both worlds. But it's been nice not having him in our space. We can just like spread out, relax, be adults, be clean, not have the dog hair. So I'm kind of a believer in having my bed be my human adult space now. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I have a lab and Walter sheds so much. Yeah, so it's like
try to keep him off the bed. He gets excited sometimes and jumps up there, and I'm like, no, please get down. Like your hair's everywhere, and I can't put my clothes anywhere on the bed without getting dog
it's
hair.
impossible
Carrying him with me all day long with me. So. But so sheets are important, and obviously dogs. We love our dogs.
We do love our dogs.
Maybe keep our dogs off the bed would be a good idea.
Yeah, they could have their space, the cute little dog beds in the room.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there are so many amazing dog beds right now that you can put on the edge of your bed or foot of your bed, and they would enjoy.
Yeah, totally.
We want to make our pets comfortable too. So if you can get your pets to have a comfortable, good night's sleep, then you'll be a happy pet owner, and they'll be happy dogs.
Yeah, you don't have to listen. Even the cats, you have to. You don't have to listen to the licking in the middle of the night too. That used to wake me up because they always have a scratch or a lick need in the middle of the night.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing I would say that we both love is put a nice rug under your bed. It grounds your bed. It also makes your room feel very kind of soft as well, to not have a rug in your space, whether you've got hardwood or laminate or tile in your room. I feel like it just makes the space feel a little more cold, and you can definitely ground that room and make it feel much warmer by just having a rug. So again, you can reach out to us. We can help you source rugs, or you can look on our website for rugs. But I love a nice rug underneath my bed. Ditto. How about you?
Ditto.
Same.
Yeah. My other thing that I really like, and this might just be a personal thing, but I don't step off into slippers. My version of slippers are my Birkenstocks, but I prefer not to step on my bare feet between my bed and my bathroom. So I always have my soft Birkenstock slippers right there at the side of my bed. And I know a lot of people do a slipper, but that helps me feel more comfortable too.
Oh yeah. No, I love that. I agree. I'm the same way. My slippers aren't even near my bed. So I don't even know where they're at half the time. Like, where are my slippers? So that, and then layering your bed with pillows. I love pillows. I loved your idea of making a wall.
That's not my idea. That's Ryan's idea. When we're fighting. Yes, when we're fighting, we make a pillow wall. Yeah.
Which is nice. I mean, even when Liam sleeps in my bed, Liam is my 6-year-old, and I will have to put a wall up just for him to not kick me.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be like, can you please stop? Like all of a sudden, he'll be laying one way, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and he's like sideways, upside down. I'm like, what are you doing? How does one little guy just take up the entire bed?
Yeah, they're good at that, though.
But sleep with lots of pillows. If you don't have good pillows, like invest in some solid, great pillows. I do think pillows make a huge difference. Just your neck, your head, how you sleep at night. And I love when I make my bed. I'm a person that will wake up in the morning and make my bed. And I know that Trent, when he used to live at the house, we're going through a divorce now. But back in the day when he was living at the house, like he is the type of guy who would wake up in the morning and not make the bed.
I'm the same way. I cannot judge him on this.
I have got to make my bed in the morning.
It does feel good.
I love putting all my pillows on the bed and just kind of giving the room that comfy vibe, so that when I'm leaving for the day and I can look at my room and be like, okay, great, now it feels good. I can leave now. Yeah. And then also when you come back home, it feels good to come home to like a nice made bed versus it just all, scattered everywhere.
Yeah.
But I love all the pillows. I love different size pillows. I love really layering the pillows when you're making your bed, so it just looks like a nice full bed. So I would say, pick some different size pillows. They can be the longer ones, the lumbar ones. They can be the larger ones, the medium ones. But pillows are huge. I feel like when you sleep on them and when you're decorating with them.
Yeah.
Pillows are, I think, amazing as an extra touch for design.
Yeah.
Then we love our blankets on our beds. So I personally love a goose down blanket, but I know that when it gets hot in the summer here, it gets up to 120 in Arizona. Yeah. We switch that out for like a duvet where it's like, it's actually it's like a down alternative. So it's really thin, but then it's got a duvet cover. So we switch out the duvet covers, but then you have either goose down for winter and then
or the duvet
or
the alternative
for the summer, and then switch out the duvet.
Yeah, I prefer an alternative. I don't like the itchiness of the feathers, and it is a little bit warmer.
Yeah, it's very warm,
and they're totally warm.
They're heavy,
and I switch out and take off my duvet and put on a quilt in the summer.
Oh yeah.
So, and I feel like it extends the life of your bedding.
Yeah.
The other thing that I do is I always have 2 to 3 sets of the same sheets. So when one goes into the wash, the other one comes on the bed, and you never walk into your room at 11:30 after falling asleep on the couch or a long night out and go, oh crap, like all my bedding is in the dryer. I have to make the bed, and then I don't. I sleep on the bed as it is because I'll never make it at 11:30 at night.
No.
So if I have a backup set, I can pull off and put on at the same time.
That's smart. And what color sheets do you like?
White always. I do everything white. It goes along with the cleanliness of the room. It goes along with that luxurious like hotel room stay.
Yeah.
Super easy to clean. I just feel cleaner and more snuggly in nice crisp white bedding. I've been like that for years.
I do. I like the white bedding too. One that's easy to clean.
So easy.
And I just love that it's a clean palette for the pillows that can be colorful and for everything, the blankets that can have color. So you can bring color into your room however you want to, but when you have that clean palette, it's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I went over to a friend's house, a female friend's house, and she had decorated her house really nicely. And her room, she actually had black sheets. And at first when she told me, I was like, black. It looked really nice in her space because she had these beige walls and she had all these black sheets. I personally don't know if I could ever keep white or black sheets clean with a lab. It will automatically try to jump on my bed. But so there's nothing wrong with other color sheets. I think we just prefer the palette of white with mixed in with everything else.
Maybe if you had darker hair, you would prefer a darker colored sheet. I wonder, does she have dark hair?
Oh, she did have dark hair.
Maybe she shed a little bit and it made her feel like it wasn't a white sheet covered with dark hair. I get that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, because that would be gross. I wouldn't want to like walk into a white sheet bed with a bunch of hair everywhere.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I think black would fade. I don't know that I'd want to wash it as much as I wash white.
Like gray. It's like a charcoal.
Yeah, which forces you to, I guess, to rotate through your sheets, which is another thing, is don't hang on to your bedding forever. I have been in those moments where I put a sheet on the bed and I'm like, oh, that hole keeps getting bigger.
Right.
Like, rotate through your bedding. It's just like clothing, wear the same undies forever. Like you sleep on it every night.
Like if you've got bath towels and bedding, like replace those as like I don't know, at least maybe once or twice a year. I mean, we spend so much time in our bed and we use our towels all the time. I feel like those are two things that need to be replaced constantly.
Yeah.
So the other thing is blankets. I do love warm, cozy blankets, especially this time of year. I love layering with blankets too in my bed. I have a comfy chair in my room that I love.
Yeah.
It's meant for reading. I don't ever sit there to read.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
You sit there and scroll.
Right. No, I actually only sit there to put my shoes on.
Okay. Well,
but I think if you've got space to put a chair in your room and the light, it's kind of nice and warms up the room. But so what's your favorite part about your room?
Well, my room's under construction right now, but I think my favorite part about my room right now is my bed. It just, we've made it really cozy, and it was the first thing that we kind of attacked. I just got new bedding the other day. So it feels really snuggly right now. Actually, we just fell in and both of them at the same time went, like sometimes there's nothing better than falling into bed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so we fell into it the other night. It's just getting cold enough in Arizona where you want to snuggle underneath your down comforter. So I think it's my bed currently. I'm also painting to soften the room. For a while, I just felt like I was walking into a room and it was very white and it felt very unpersonal in a sense, and just felt like it wasn't finished and it wasn't warm. So I went a few shades darker than white. It's a really, really pale, almost imperceptible tan, and then did all my base black. It feels finished. It just feels crisp.
Yeah.
The black base almost feels like piping on a piece of furniture.
I like that.
It's nice. It feels nice. It's getting there. It's a work in progress.
Well, and tell us what it looked like prior.
Oh yeah, prior, I moved into my fiance's house. He had just bought it a couple years prior and pretty much left it like a white shell, which I told him, leave it like a white shell.
Yeah.
But he had bedding that a previous relationship had purchased for him, and it was like lemon yellow and denim. If that doesn't scream grandma. And I just remember the first time, and toss pillows. Like it was done in grandma. And I walked in and I was like,
frills around the pillows.
There may have been, I don't know, those, like the first time I spent the night, like the pillows were gone.
Yeah, you're like, oh, pillows are gone.
And going into color a little bit, there's some colors that I just do not feel have any space in a room. And I rarely say don't use a certain color in your house, but in a room, yellow, orange, red are off limits to me.
Yeah.
Red is a like energy color. You definitely never want to put red in your bedroom, especially not as a major color. But yellow kind of is an energy color too to me. Yeah. And so I just feel like those warm colors have other places in a home.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put them really in a
Hmm.
home unless it was on a in a pillow maybe,
Hmm.
and like maybe coastal. I would do
Oh, the
maybe some
blue.
blue and yellow on like maybe from some throw pillows,
Oh, you mean to bring in a little bit of
but
yellow?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
under normal circumstances pick a red pillow for a bedroom or
Yeah.
yellow or blue. So I agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're redoing it. And Ryan's good with
I'm
that.
redoing
Does
it.
that
He's
freak you
great.
out? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
good.
I
Good.
have a good one. He knows that
Yeah.
let me do that. He has certain things he's good at and
Yeah.
we balance.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Because that can cause a rift. I mean, we do material consults here in the showroom, and we see very clearly like there's different ideas that different people have about what their space should look like.
Yep.
So I think that is important if you can, before you toss any pillows away or sheets, maybe check with the significant other to make sure that they're okay with it. But
Yeah.
I agree with you on those colors. I feel like keep the room really sanctuary like and peaceful so that you do have a place to escape when you're stressed out and you can just kind of plop on the bed and be like, zen,
Yeah.
this is my space. So
You brought up men too and making it their space,
yeah.
which kind of gives us a bridge into the scents you bring in a room. Lavender is always an easy kind of go-to
Mm-hmm.
for the calming and relaxation effects. But I like a good like manly sage
Musk. Oh
sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
buy candles that Ryan will like, that I don't hate, that still smell good, but don't make it into a 21-year-old girl's room. Like it's not
No,
anymore.
no. And I mean, I think that can be a turnoff for men. I mean, if you're whether you're single or even if you're married, like who wants to go into a room that you need to be intimate or you want to make as your intimate kind of sanctuary, but also your sanctuary for relaxation? You don't want to go into a full on pink girly room. I think keep that pink girliness for your daughters or maybe a guest room that you're going to have guests go in. But your bedroom should be kind of a neutral palette space that both of you can enjoy.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of those movies that you see, like the guy walks into the girlfriend's room from when she was a teenager when he visits the parents, and there's like dolls on the wall and like
Oh
the
yeah.
pink,
Yeah. It's all the same.
ruffled
Yeah.
comforter, and he's like, like what is
Yeah.
this?
Props to my dad. Grandpa Phil at 75 is in a Pepto Bismol pink bedroom. I kid you not.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. It's bright pink.
Oh gosh.
And he's lived in it for like a decade now and he's just
Wow.
happy as a clam.
Oh my
So there are
gosh.
men out there that will let you do absolutely whatever you want and then go for it.
Yeah. And- all right. Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
They got a solid marriage.
they've got a solid marriage.
Yeah.
Maybe paint your walls pink. Maybe that'll do it for a solid marriage.
Maybe it's the secret sauce.
Maybe I need to take some advice
From Grandpa
from
Phil.
Grandpa Phil.
Maybe. But the point is, like, do something that you both enjoy.
Yeah,
like
no, that's definitely the point because it's just it's weird for one or the other. If you make it too masculine, so if you've got guys that are single out there and your room is so masculine, and then you've got women that come in and then doesn't feel like there's any kind of femininity to the room. I mean, I think that men can have really great taste too, and they can bring in a lot of different colors and a lot of different textures to make a room feel comfortable for everyone.
Yeah.
You don't have to make your room a man cave for your rest of your life. You can kind of make it a clean palette for everyone who wants to come in.
Sure.
There's other rooms you can make a man cave. And then lastly, I would say when we were talking about candles, I think candles are so important in a room. I think also lighting is so important. If you can have lighting that you can dim in your bedroom, I think is so important. When we remodeled our house, that was one of the first things that I wanted to do because we had lived in homes that we'd rented before, and it's like these bright neon or not neon, but like fluorescent lighting that was terrible, or they didn't have good lighting in a bedroom. So then you'd be stuck with like, okay, this is all you can see for yourself or for, create that atmosphere. Dimmable lights are so important because you can dim it, you can make it go high if you need a lot of lighting. And then we have a fan in our room. I'm not a big fan person. I know there's a lot of people that
I was just thinking about that.
They love fans in their room. I mean, personally, I like a chandelier or something nice over my bed, but I know the consensus for a lot of people is I want a fan.
Oh, there are people that
I just
will
don't
argue
turn
they
the
can't
fan
sleep.
on. I just open the window and let the fresh air in and just, makes its way through the bedroom.
I'm the same way. I don't like the air. Like, I don't like the feeling of the air when I'm breathing at night. No. But there are some people that say, I cannot sleep unless I have that fan on.
Yeah, I agree. But so, I mean, it's a toss up with fans for me. I personally would like a chandelier, but I have a fan now and I've slept in lots of rooms with fans.
Yeah, well, they're uglier. Definitely
Yes.
a chandelier for the aesthetic purpose.
Yeah. And I mean, even like lights on your nightstand, like I like even the pendant lights that come off of the wall that we're working on now in a couple different designs. I think those are nice, that just hang really pretty over the nightstand.
Yep.
So there's a lot of different lighting options that you can do for your space and for your room. But ultimately, what the podcast is about is just to kind of give you some tips to get your room to feel like a sanctuary and a retreat and a place of peace and calm. Because in this world, if we can find one little retreat, a place to kind of escape to that we feel is calming and not stressful for us and for our lives. And if it can be your bedroom, that's a good start.
Yeah, for sure. So. Yeah. We'd love to know what your like one must have in your bedroom is. Right?
Yeah.
Like what does everyone have to have in their bedroom? I'm interested. So let us know. Thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you again on our next podcast. Who knows what it'll be about?
Yeah. Soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.